So, Gecko Man, what have you been up to?
Well, stuff. More 3D models and all that. I've also been playing a lot of Fallout 4 recently.
Fallout 4. Okay.
With mods, of course.
Of course.
I just had to download the mod that made enemies more difficult. I hate myself for doing that. I can't even leave the first town without running into some high level enemy and stuff. Oh, it's annoying. Other than that, yeah, nothing else really. I've just been playing that, doing some modeling, doing some stuff. Not that 3D modeling.
How is 3D modeling coming along?
Doing well. I mean, it's 3D modeling.
All right.
What about you?
Well, 4th of July weekend. Happy Independence Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Had loads of fun. Did some rafting. Watched some fireworks, all the good stuff. Played some volleyball.
And you didn't invite me.
Nope. Did not. And I am...
Never will. I see how it is.
Yeah. But we also played some Apex, more Apex.
Okay. I remember that, I think. Well, I remember me being bombarded with bullets, but other than that...
That was fun.
Yeah. There is one thing I have learned about Newcastle. He's in a team. He's the first one to be shot.
Yeah, try being Lifeline 3 seasons ago. That was exactly how. If you were a Lifeline, when she could put down her shield, if you saw a Lifeline, you shot them immediately. And she still is targeted pretty quick, but yeah, I'm not surprised. Like Gibby and Newcastle, yeah, like if I see him, I'm gonna shoot him first too.
Yeah.
Fuse, if I see a fuse, you dead.
That's on our hit list. I'm making a hit list of each character.
Fuse number 1.
Yeah, Fuse is number 1. I think it has to be like Newcastle or Gibby, one of those two.
And then Sears got to be out there.
Yeah, Sears definitely got to be out there. Stay tuned for next after party where we make a hit list about all the Apex Legends.
But yeah, let's get into Marvel. Let's get into Star Wars and Marvel rumors. So, there's something I want to mention here. There was this little thing that was leaked. It's like a TV spot looking thing. It's this like promotion teaser thing for Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? And there's like, the witty banter between Ant-Man and Wasp about Thanos and whatnot. And then Falcon shows up as Captain America. He calls him Captain Falcon. That's funny. And he's there because Ultron's bots are coming. And then Miss Marvel's there. And then Captain Marvel shows up. And they defeat all these Ultron. Now, my guess with this would be that it's like, another universe. Like Earth 187. Right? It's a different Earth.
Yeah.
Where like very similar things happened. And this is just going to be like some sort of little teaser for Ant-Man and the Wasp. But it was leaked. And it's just, we literally don't know anything really about it. But like, I don't know what this would. Maybe it's an end credit scene for something in the future. But I just think it was interesting that they chose Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. Like, I'm sure they'll meet at the end of Miss Marvel, right? But that's an interesting first time we see them on screen. Might not be in one of their faces, something else. Like, that's weird. Then Falcon shows up as Captain America, right? It's like, we do know what Captain America 4 is coming, but still, once again, like, he's going to show up. Is he going to be like a leader like Captain America was of the Avengers? Is he trying to bring a team together of some of extraordinary people with extraordinary abilities? And then, is this from something about Quantum Mania, since Ant-Man and the Wasp are like the main people in it? And then Ultron, is Ultron still out there?
That is a question. I've always wondered, though, because Ultron is a AI. He literally can just download himself.
Right.
But they cut him off.
Right. Vision says, and Vision is an AI as well and had searched the net. But then again, White Vision, would he willing to bring him back?
Oh, we don't know what White Vision is.
Yeah, White Vision is Vision, but like Ultron at the same time, yeah.
True.
So,
just oh wow, oh my goodness,
mind blown. So the things we know about Quantumania, right? It got moved up. So I think like they'll have to be doing TV spots and stuff soon. The leak, I just don't know where this would have been from. It's just so interesting to me.
Huh. So first off, I just want to say I love Ultron. He's a great villain.
Yeah.
If you were to come back, I feel like personally that would really, because it's, I understand we've had villains come back like Loki,
Right.
but for Ultron, I feel like it would be kind of difficult to bring back because
I think maybe the only way to bring him back well is in the incursions, like bring him back as a villain from another universe. Like
maybe a universe he's ruling,
or a universe that he just is in and he sees an opportunity, right? Even if he's not evil yet, right? He's just Tony Stark's armor around the world, and then he sees this other world that seems like it needs him or whatever, and he like comes to Earth, and the heroes have a bad taste in their mouth about him, right? Because he was evil in our world, and so they try to stop him, and he's like, "Why are you trying to stop me? I'm trying to help you." And then he ends up becoming a villain because of that or something.
That would be,
and like even if he's just like a one-off, like little Easter egg villain type thing, like that could still be just like an interesting way to bring him back and maybe give him the scene that we've all wanted from him, where he's actually like talking with Vision or something.
Yeah, it, like again, this goes to the fact we don't know what's happening to White Vision
or Mr. Fantastic.
Yes, but
yeah,
we don't know what's happening with Vision. We could even see possibly, I don't know, like we already had Vision. I mean Ultron. Sure, our Ultron may still be out there, but I don't think he is. What you said is a very good idea to have him come back if they want to bring him back. Just I don't know. It would be some very, very thin ice they're walking on.
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah. If there's any more news about this rumor and leak, I'll definitely bring it up again later. But that's all I kind of got on that. Anything you want to talk about? So should I keep talking Marvel stuff, or do you got any?
So I personally have a theory, and I know I've said this before, but so in Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, we get a look at this Sith wielder, or probably a Sith wielder, a Sith, or probably a Jedi. I'm not too sure. Didn't get a good look at him, but he has this look of Revan. I know I talked about this a little bit, but I do want to go into the fact that how maybe adding Revan to the Star Wars canon would be such a cool aspect of Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Do you know Revan? Nope. All right. Well, he's a Jedi.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, I personally don't even know his full story, but I believe, if I can remember correctly here, he was a Jedi, and this was the time when they thought the Sith was dead again. Another time of that. So he went. Apparently there was some signal or something coming from these unexplored parts of space. So Revan was tasked to go and check that out with his Padawan or some other Jedi. He then comes back with an army, and he is now Darth Revan, or something like that. Then he was saved by the Jedi. They did some ritual to bring him back to the light side, and he had to stop the other Jedi that was with him, Darth Malak, I think was his name.
Malekith?
I don't know. Maybe. You might be right on that. But then he stopped Malekith, and I'm calling him Malekith now.
Do you know who Malekith is?
I have no idea.
The villain from Thor: The Dark World.
I knew that. I think it's Malik, but I'm not sure. I can't remember names. Have you met me? But I just think it'd be very interesting to see that type of story come into play, seeing a Jedi fall to the dark side, then be brought back in a different way. Not saying Darth Vader or anything, but Revan is such a cool.
Well, all they're good at doing is repurposing old stories and making them worse. So
Yeah. Yeah. But I think Revan would be a very interesting story, because then apparently later down the story of Revan, he goes back to where he was and fought against the old Empire Emperor. So, and he was captured, a Jedi that was with him died, and apparently a Sith who tried to help him turned against him because he saw some vision of some special Jedi stopping the Emperor. So it's interesting.
yeah,
So I would love to see at least some sort of story of Revan come into play, whether that be a new story, a new take on Revan, or something. I don't know. We might even get a look at more Sith, probably even a time when there were a bunch of Sith. So that would be interesting. Which goes into the next thing I wanted to talk about is Star Wars Acolyte that is coming out.
okay. And what is that?
It is supposed to be a story about an acolyte, aka Sith, who I don't know the full story. I don't know fully what they plan to do with it. All I know is it's just going to be a story about a Sith. And it's supposed to be in the time of the Old Republic.
We know that you like that time period.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. I think I don't know what my favorite time period in Star Wars is anymore. But I think it'll be an interesting show because we're going to see a look at we're going to have a new perspective we're going to see a new perspective on the whole Star Wars universe. So I'm hoping, we might even get a look at Revan in that show. That's where I'm thinking he might show up if they do bring him in. So, yeah, that's all I've got.
All right. Well, moving into some other Star Wars rumors. So, apparently, Andrew Garfield signed a multi-year or multi-movie deal with Marvel. And so,
did you say moving into more Star Wars rumors?
Did I say Star Wars?
Yeah. Moving on, continue with Andrew Garfield.
Yes, Marvel rumors. We've got Andrew Garfield signing a multi-movie deal with Marvel.
Okay.
And probably Sony.
What about Star Wars?
I wouldn't be surprised.
All right.
And we do know that Kevin Feige, as I said before, is going to be working closely with Sony, producing some of their movies. The last time that happened was when they were trying to make a third Andrew Garfield movie. And they were like, hey, Kevin, you're doing good over there with, Marvel stuff. You want this? And he's like, bro, you need Spider-Man in the MCU if you want to actually make money. And that's how we got Tom Holland. Now, the rumors are centered a lot around Secret Wars, Secret Invasion. Now, that would be with incursions of other worlds, so it'd be a way to bring him back in. I figured other Spider-Man would show up, but he could be a lot bigger role in that than we thought, and then he could be set up to be the main Sony Spider-Man fighting Venom and Kraven and the Sinister Six and all that.
Sticks?
Sinister Six.
All right. Okay, so possibly him signing this contract, we're going to get we're possibly getting another Spider-Man movie, or is it confirmed?
Spider-Man, yeah.
Okay, and then that will go into Secret Wars.
Well, I think he'll probably the next time I'll see him is in Secret Wars.
Oh, the next time we'll see him.
We don't know when Secret Wars is coming out. I don't see him much. I think if they're actually planning on him being the main Sony Spider-Man, I'm sure there'll be cameos or little scenes of him and Kraven, and then whatever Sony's extended universe next movie is after that. And then eventually, though, I do think he'll be in Secret Wars before an Amazing Spider-Man 3 came out.
Okay. What about Spider-Gwen?
What about her?
Is there anything about that?
No, we haven't got a whole lot about that. There's been rumors in the past of like who could play her in live action and all that jazz. Yeah, don't know. We believe a live action Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen and such will be coming. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony tried to keep that in their universe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with universes colliding and whatnot, it's a very good time to bring that into the MCU.
Okay.
If Kevin Feige is truly trying to help Sony, he may be wanting to canonize some of their stuff, which they kind of already have done by bringing the Spider-Man already in No Way Home, so he might as well just go all the way and merge them. I wouldn't be too surprised if that's what he's trying to do, but at the same time, he has kind of stated he doesn't fully want, Morbius and such. But yeah, that's interesting.
Okay. All right. Anything else on some Marvel rumors?
That's all I got on that. Other Marvel rumors. Fantastic Four wise, there was some rumors that were kind of felched about who was going to be playing Reed Richards. Oh, that was an interesting rumor that came out a couple days ago. So you got a first look at Loki season 2. A little scene of Loki going into a movie theater to watch one of that Eternal Dude's videos, movies.
I see.
In the 1970s. And Mobius is like there too. You can't really tell if he's chasing Loki or if he's with Loki, but they both are going in based on like the time period and stuff. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the shots and whatnot for different characters. But it doesn't tell us too much, though it is very interesting. Very, very interesting. It seems that it's like, it's going to be really important to the multiverse, but yeah, I don't know. It seems like they're going to try and connect stuff without fully connecting. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think it comes out April, which means it's after Quantumania, which means we'll kind of gotten Kang. So the world should know about Kang. So now Loki will probably be trying to convince the TVA to go against Kang, I guess.
Okay.
Then what's her face going to be up to? Lady Loki, whatever her name was. So, anyways, it's interesting.
Okay.
All right, a few other things I want to just mention. Nothing too, like, they're big, but nothing too, more than just rumors. There's a rumor that Taron Egerton is going to be cast as Wolverine. People have talked about this for a very long time, and even asked him, and he's always been like, "No, that'd be cool. I'd love to play that. It'd be hard to fill Hugh Jackman's shoes and all that jazz." But nothing that really says like, "Oh yeah, that probably will happen" and whatnot.
Okay.
And then the Russos were asked about Wolverine, bringing him in, and they were basically like, we're working on The Gray Man and all these other movies. We have our own studio. But if Marvel ever wanted us to come back, it'd be really cool to work on an X-Men movie.
Okay.
And we know that they were working on one at one point or another. So that would be, I think they would be a really good choice for Wolverine and or the X-Men. But yeah, Taron Egerton, I don't love the casting choice. I don't dislike Taron Egerton or anything, but I would, as I've said before, really like somebody who looks like he should be casted as him. Short, stocky, rough, and then it be somebody not well known that can just like make the role his own.
Yeah.
And that would be, I think, a very a good choice for Marvel. The other rumor that is a little more exciting because there's a little more backing to it, and it's about a character that I love, is there was this leak for like a casting sheet. So like basically like they're looking for people to play these roles, and the roles are Mr. and Mrs. Abraduo and their son.
No idea who that is.
It doesn't mean anything, but in like when they're talking about these characters, they say that they are part of a crime family from Louisiana. When you think of crime families in Louisiana, of course you think of the Lebos, which is very similar to Brado. and the French Quarter. And when you think of the French Quarter in New Orleans, you're gonna think of a gambit.
Oh my goodness! There's so many strings attached to get to that.
And based on the brief summary of each of these characters, the son does sound a ton like Gambit. It's Gambit's character. And the mother definitely sounds like his mother. The father does not really sound like his father in the comics. But they could definitely switch things around. Of course. But we don't know what show this is for or movie or whatnot. If I had to guess something coming out recently, that goes over crime families and stuff, Echo's coming out, right? Daredevil's coming out. So they could be tying, Kingpin's Empire to Louisiana or something and bringing in the Thieves Guild that way. That would be a really weird way to bring mutants in. But it could also just, be referencing them, right?
Yeah.
And then have some... Because, if you think of Gambit's story, he's not, one of the X-Men, right? He was a Thieves Guild member who was doing his thing, ends up befriending Storm, and then even when he's part of the X-Men, he's still, kind of a solo guy. So they could be setting up, him to be a solo act, and then have the mutants, and then him end up joining or whatnot. But anyways... Very interesting rumor, even though, yes, you do have to jump through some hoops and jump to conclusions. Your legs must be tired from jumping to conclusions. But it is very interesting and something I would love to see, especially in a gritty crime series like Echo or Daredevil. He would just fit right into that. So well.
Yeah.
That'd be exciting.
Okay.
All right. I think that's all I've got for Marvel. Yeah, anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, no, nothing else. There's no hoops I want to be jumping through here. Ending on hoops today. We're going to have to call it good. We'll catch you all next time on the After Party.